12.2 homework. All right, so we're going to find the mean, median, and mode of the set of numbers. So to find the mean, what we do is we simply add all the numbers together. Order does not matter. Plus 1, plus 9, plus 5, plus 7. So we add all these numbers together, and then we take the simple mean, which means we say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. So we add all those numbers together and we divide by 10. And when we add all these together, we get a 62. We divide by 10, and that gives me a 6.2. Now, when they're asking for a median, that's really the middle. So whenever they say median, you know they mean the middle. All right. So what we do is first we need to reorder them in this ascending order. So for instance, in this case, it would be, there's a 1, so we go first, and then we have a 5, and then we have a 5, and then we have a 5, a 6, 7, a 7, an 8, a 9, and a 9. So we're looking for the middle number, right? There's 10. Now because there's 10, there's actually not a middle. There's actually 2 in the middle, right? There's the 5th and the 6th place right there, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because there's an even number 10, there are actually 2 numbers in the middle. So what we do is we take an average of those 2 numbers. So 6 plus 7 is a 13, and 13 divided by 2 is a 6.5. Now mode, when you see mode, you could think of most. So what number occurs most? Well, we have 1, 2, 3 5s. We have 2 7s, we have 2 9s. But 5 is the one that appears the most. All right, let's try another one. What does that mean? So we add all these numbers together, and that would give us 846. We divide by the number of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We divide by 12. And what we get is 70.5. Next, what is the median? Again, we reorder these in ascending order, so 51, 53, 53, 53, 59, 62, 71, 79, 79, 95, 95, and finally 96. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is correct. Good. Now, just like the previous problem, there's an even number, so we need the 2 in the middle. So we're going to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we would simply add those together. 62 plus 71, and we were just going to average them out by dividing by 2. So 62 plus 71 is 133. We would divide that by 2, and that would give me a 66.5. And then the mode is the one that appears the most. And we have 3 53s, 1, 2, 3 there, 2 79s, 2 95. So it looks like the mode, or most, the most often occurring one is the 53. And the median, which is the middle, I may be misspelling middle, is the one in the middle. If there is no one in the middle, like if there's an even number, you're going to average them out. Let's try the next one. Number 3. Got to find the mean, median, and mode of the set of numbers. So if we add all these numbers together, the 125, 161, 145, 134, 183, 168, 105, and 192, then what you would get is you get 1,213. And then you would divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when you divide by 8, what you get is 151.6. Now, what is the median? Well, first you would reorganize these in ascending order. So these 105, that's the smallest. 125, that's the next one. 134, that's the next one. 145, that's the next one. 161, 168, 183, 192. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got all of them there. Good. Now, what is the middle? Well, there are 8, so that's an even number, so there's going to be 2 in the middle, which is 4 and 5. These 2 in the middle, those are the. So you take these two numbers, the 145 and the 161, you add them together and divide by 2. You take the average of the two. So 145 plus 161 is going to end in a 6. It's going to go to 0, and it's going to be a 3, 306. You can divide that by 2, and that gives you 153. Then what is the mode? Mode is the one that occurs most often. So we have a 105, 125, 134, 45, 61, 68, 183, 192. Now, there's none. There isn't a mode because they all appear only once, so there isn't any that appears more often than the other. So in that case, we actually do not have a mode. So let's try the last one. So we are going to find the mean, median, mode of the set of numbers. So if we add all these numbers together, what we get is we get a 12. If we add all these numbers together, what we get is we get a 12,537. And since there are 10 numbers, we would divide by 10, and that would give me 1,253.7. Next, if we wanted the median, we would take two numbers in the middle, and because there are 10 of these, we would divide by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first we would have to put these in order. So for instance, we would do a 1,125. I'm going to run out of room on this probably, but 1,128. Then we were going to do 1,154. And then we were going to do 1,177. And then we have to do 1,185. And then we do 1,311. And then 1,341. The autocorrect is making my 4s look like 9. Sorry about that. And then 1,356. And then 1,365. 365. And then 1,395. And then what we do is we're going to pick 2 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick these 2 in the middle, add them together, and then we divide by 2. So say 1,185 plus 1,311. And then we divide that by 2 to take the average of those two. So 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 8 is 9. 3 plus 1 is 4. And 1 plus 1 is 2. And then we divide that by 2. And it looks like the median is going to be 1,248. Now the mode, since they all only appear once, the mode is there isn't one. Just not applicable, none, there isn't one. However you want to answer that.